Lecture topic: Respect and Roohaaniyyat.
The incident that was heard just now after Fajr of Shaykh al-Hind rahmatullah alayhi, this highlights the aspect about bringing barakat in one's ilm. So one is acquiring the knowledge, so having a very good understanding of the kitabs, being very well grounded in one's ilm. That is an extremely important aspect as well. Without correct ilm, without firmly embedded in ilm, without ilm rasikh, then a person is not going to be able to serve deen in the best way, because he himself is going to be in darkness in many fundamental things. He himself will not be able to figure out what's the right thing to do and how he should be, what he should be saying at what time, or how he should be guiding somebody. So without that correct ilm and without being firmly embedded in ilm, then he himself will be lost. But that alone is not what takes a person ahead. What is required together with that is that he must have barakat in that ilm. Mawlana Alimiya rahmatullah alayhi, Mawlana Abdul Hasan Ali rahmatullah alayhi, whose name every student becomes familiar with right from the beginning. He starts off Qasasun Nabiyyin. He already, before he has heard about many other great personalities, he'll hear about him. So he summarized it in 2 words in terms of how this ilm, the barakat can come in it. One is, says that Numaya Qabiliyat, that a person must have very firm or very distinguished ability. That ability comes by studying hard, by understanding the kitabs very well, by not allowing anything to go past without having fully grasped it. If he didn't get it in the class, he'll get it after class. He didn't get it in the takrar, he'll still ask somebody else. So till he's not completely, that has not come to his heart and mind clearly, he won't rest. So that's one part of it. But the other part of it is Sachi Ruhaniyat, that there must be genuine and true spirituality. Now in the Sachi Ruhaniyat is the aspect that brings barakat, and barakat is a combination of many things that bring it in one's life, in one's ilm, in one's amal. Among the things, respect and adab. Outwardly it seems like it's one of those things, well, I have to do it. If I do it, it's fine. If I don't do it too, it's okay, not a good thing not to do it. But it doesn't just stop there about being good. This is what brings tremendous barakat in a person's ilm. And this adab is not just zahiran, not just externally. Adab is where there's adab in reality. And the adab in reality is adab from the heart. If there's adab in the heart, then that's adab. And it's not in the heart, it's just externally, that's a pretense. So when there's adab in reality, that's one very important factor that brings barakat in ilm. And then khidmat. So now khidmat, everybody, especially in the times that we are in now, that might not be an opportunity that everybody will get that opportunity of khidmat. But the least khidmat we can make on a daily basis, and this brings tremendous barakat in one's ilm, that at least every day we recite Surah Yasin, or at least 3 times Surah Ikhlas, and we make the intention of thawab to all our Asatizah. Sometimes we only think about Asatizah, of those Asatizah who taught us some bigger kitabs. We forget about those who taught us Alif Bata. And sometimes it doesn't even cross our mind that is the most important ustad in our life. Because without the foundation that ustad placed in our life, then Bukhari Sharif too would have been just a dream. So including and first and foremost those Asatizah that taught us the very fundamentals. And then whoever taught us anything in our life, the minimum khidmat would be that we at least daily send some sawa for them and make dua for them. Imam Abu Hanifa rahimahullah, 2 things we mentioned about. One was respect. So the respect part of it, he says that I didn't even stretch my feet in the direction of the house of my ustad. And where was his house? Not next door to me. His house was 6 blocks away. But out of that respect, now this was not just Zahiran, because nobody even knew he was doing it. This was from the heart. But for the lesson of others, he later on mentioned it. So that was one aspect. Now the whole world is still benefiting from his knowledge. But behind this, where the barakat came in, obviously a combination of many, many things. But this was the extent of the adab as well. And he says there's never a salah after which I don't make dua for my ustad. So now these two things became the very big contributing factors towards that barakat in his knowledge. Obviously his taqwa, his piety, his connection with Allah Ta'ala, the Sachi Ruhaniyat, all these things were at a very high level, but these were also very big contributing factors. So to the extent that we want barakat in our ilm, so these are things that we also have to adopt. To the extent we adopt it, inshallah, Allah will grant us in this very different times that we live in, where the challenges are very different. We don't have that qurbani that the pious predecessors made, but in our 5-star luxury that we have compared to them, but we just conduct ourselves correctly, stay away from things we are supposed to be far away from. We just observe the basic adab and etiquettes at least. We conduct ourselves as a true student in terms of acquiring the ilm. Inshallah, we'll also get that barakat. Allah Ta'ala give us that.
अल्लाह अल्लाह कैसा प्यारा नाम है, आशिकों का मीना और जाम है।